Hello and welcome to a Let's Play of Bruce Lee on the Commodore 64. If you wonder what the color vomit at the start is, that's usually what you saw when the game loaded on the Commodore 64. Other option would be that there's some kind of loading screen, because long load time today might be something like 10 seconds. Long load times in the Commodore 64 era we're talking several minutes to 15 minutes just to load a game on one attempt, and if you died you had to load it again. So happy fun. Unlimited lives. I'm thinking of going with yes, because there's no continues, and if we fail and the mid portion of the game, it's all over. No. Opponents can't hit you. No. That's a difficulty setting more than anything else. Let's play the game how it was played at the time. And listen to that amazing music. I do actually like the music. Not every game had a good music, and the Computer 64 could put out some very good music, but you need some talent behind it. It's really some bad music in the Commodore 64 games, but also some amazing pieces. Okay, one player, computer opened, let's begin the game. Okay, this is it. We're Bruce Lee. I think that's a safe bet. We can punch and kick. We can fight against a ninja, and I don't know what that is. Green sumo wrestler with a thong and boxing gloves and a ninja. And they'll try to kill you. Prevent you from collecting all these lamps. And they're staring at me. Following me closely, not coming after me. And that's pretty much the game. You collect the lamps because that's what you need to do to make progression. You can fight the ninja and the Asian Hulk, but it's a giant waste of time because even you can kill them, but they'll respawn after a while, so it's a temporary measure always. It's much easier and convenient to just avoid. Fighting them, although, isn't actually a bad thing, because there's two kinds of damage in this game. One is when you fight those guys, you can take a few hits before you lose a life. Other is environmental dangers, and they pretty much kill you on a single hit. So fighting these guys and taking a few hits, it doesn't make any of the other parts of the game any less hard, because you're single hit death anyway, so you can be as wounded as you can be after fighting those guys, and it's still the same. I think I'll be using... yeah, I'll use save states if we are on our last life. I do want to finish this. That's a dangerous place for the ninja to be, because when we fall down and hit it, slow down our advance. Okay, it went fairly well. The real challenge in this game is timing puzzles or challenges and these traps. the two guys trying to kill you are more of a difficulty setting, in my opinion. They make the avoiding traps and timing puzzles a lot harder. Because you have to manage this extra thing while doing things. But they don't make the game that much more harder. Now they'll die on those spikes, very likely. Well, they don't do anything. A very long time before the next one comes. Yeah. Please come. Yeah. Those things on the grind are mines, or they explode every time you run over them. I'm assuming they're mines of some kind. The one thing I don't miss about Commodore 64 era of gaming is the color schemes. It starts to get pretty bad. I guess they wanted to add variation to the levels, which is fine, but it can get really ugly. And this is nothing. It actually looks quite decent. The color vomit you have to endure at some points is absolutely terrible. I'm guessing they objected to the fact to just make things colored the way they as their real life counterparts. So adding to the variation will be much more important, trying to make the game look good. Most of the screens are actually look quite decent. Complaints there, but some of them are very terrible. And a failure in deep trouble now. Maybe we can't even get up anymore. We are making a little bit of progress, but very little. Might be easier to just kill ourselves. Older direction. Yeah, we messed up. And that's... I'll use a save state here. This is all about the timing and the puzzles, really. That's where you lose your lives. Not the sumo and the ninja. Although there are some times that they can appear in places like this. It makes it very difficult to get the timing right. Ooh, that was a close call. Because when we were running away, the character started to stumble a little bit. Sort of stop running and run again. That's the danger of uneven ground. Should be oh. Yeah, the timing doesn't seem to be too hard. Yeah, we'll be fine here. I think the last lamp will remove those spikes off the top and reverse the direction. Yeah, no, it's just reverse the direction. With the last lamp. This is basically the whole game. A bit more difficult sections to come, but avoid traps, avoid a ninja and a sumo wrestler. get them killed, and that's about it. Collect lamps. I don't I don't really recall how long this game lasts. There are quite a lot of these screens probably. It's not that time consuming if you don't mess up a lot. We're going up since nothing happened. Back up here. Okay. Thinking, yeah, the wall was removed here. I think this looks still quite good. Yeah, not that hard to get past, no enemies. Timing puzzle, very easy one. Yeah, I think this is probably one of my favorite parts of this game. They'll kill themselves on those mines. On the last one. Why doesn't the sumo trigger the explosions? Well, he'll die now when the ninja runs over. You'll have to be very careful. Yeah. It's nice that the explosions don't always work against you. And this is one of the more horrible color schemes. Just look at that. Ah. I guess the purple wouldn't be so bad on its own. It's dark. You can. It's like the dark blue. It's a dark area. You have a questionable lighting. That's fine. But the I don't know even what to call that color. It hurts the eye just to look at it. Yeah, extremely disgusting. And combination with the purple isn't doing it any favors. We need to get up. The sumo wrestler is really the big danger. Because his hits hurt. Ninja not so much. Okay, what are these? Ah, it's an extra life. So there were extra lives in this game. I had totally forgotten about that. We just need to get the last lamp here. This place is clear. Next one. Yeah, as long as the sumo wrestler or green Asian Hulk is not where we are, we'll be fine. The ninja isn't dangerous. Getting kicked by the sumo wrestler is. You slide up slowly, long way up on the ground, so it's very likely that you'll get killed in some trap or timing puzzle. Oh, that's funny. He stuck, kicks you, then he died. Hey, this is something new. Oh, timing. This can go wrong so. Okay, the first one was quite easy. I think the second one will be too. We'll just run after it. Jump. Yeah. What about this one? Jump and run, I think. This one not so easy. Surprised this went so well. Well, the last time I played this game, I was less than 10 years old, so that might have something to do with the difficulty of the game. Just assuming on some games it actually works the other way around. Not because you were more skilled back then, but because you had the patience to uh, memorize things, like Battletoads. Games that were never meant to be completed by just playing them and using your skills and reflexes. They were meant to be memorized. I have no idea what's going on here. Yeah, no clue what's going on. What are those things? Yeah, I think if we jump here, we'll hit that. Yeah, it's just another timing thing. Yeah, it isn't that bad. I think we can stop here, so move, move, move. Ooh, very close. Crap, crap, crap. That's the game over. Well, it was a lot more shorter and easier than I actually remembered. The end screen. I'm not sure what's going on here because of the color vomit. I think the flashing bits are not flames, although they look like they might be treasure of some kind, sort of a gold shining, flashing thing. But that's me speculating, and then the game starts all over again, which I certainly am not going to replay. Um, it's actually a decent game on the Commodore 64. It's a little adventure game. The playability is very good, very responsive, snappy controls. Uh, it's a interesting little diving puzzles. Nothing too amazingly hard. You have any skills, you can have a decent chance of playing it through, and that's about it. This is it might not be saying a lot because well, with today's game it doesn't seem like a lot, but in here a lot of the games will either just keep on repeating themselves very fast and they're all about the high score, or they're insanely difficult to play through. I mean, there's things that you have no way of really uh, figuring out for yourselves, and every time you fail, there might be 5 to 15 minutes load time. So it's not like you can just quick save and quick load and try again and try again, try again. It's let's go do something completely different and come back in a while so we can fail again in 5 minutes. And it's more waiting than playing era of game, at least with the tape recorder versions of the games. But still, an okay Commodore 64 game. Not much point on replaying, but and not that good by today's standards. But almost none of these games are.